Hey, what's up, gang? We're back. We're back in the land of Oblivion, or the game of Oblivion. We're back in the land of Cyrodiil, the game of Oblivion. And we are meeting up with a paranoid person that we suspect is paranoid, that thinks that people are following him, and he's paying us to see if that is accurate or not. So we're supposed to meet him out in front of his house around 6 o'clock. So I figure we'll get there a little bit early. All right, let's see if we can... Oh, I left the door open. That's not very wise. Let's see if we can figure out... He says there's somebody following him. Bernadette somebody. Bernadette Pinelli's. And we were approached by Dion, captain of the skin guard, who kind of warned us he's a town eccentric, and he might be fantasizing that he's being stalked. But we will find out. So we're getting up a little bit early. You know, the early bird gets the worm, so to speak. We're gonna try to figure out where Glarthar. There's Glarthar. Okay, it's perfect. He's right. I don't know if I like that. He's kind of crazy, but they said to meet to kind of look around this house. So around 6 a.m. So let's do one more hour. It's early. There's Bernadette Pinelli. She doesn't seem to be waiting in front of his house at all.
Yes.
Let's follow her around here. A beautiful looking church. Looks like she's going to mass early. She's serving the 9 divines. I mean, she can't be that bad, right? It's got religion. Where'd she go, man? She really...
Hi there.
It's that looks suspicious. We're just a pilgrim observing the service. Right, so this is kind of an opportune time since we're in the church. I know yesterday we talked a little bit. I wasn't sure about the guy who ran the church, but I was looking over the dialogue, and I don't know why it went past me, but he obviously said he was a priest. So that, you know, that just got me curious about the organization of the Catholic Church. So we're going to take a second here, because I like to be educational on my program. So if you guys like fail your college course, say that you were learning things on Donald Plays. I'm just joking. I'm more curious than I am actually like... Hold that thought. Yeah, so if you fail your college exam by professionally educated professors, just tell them that you were learning things on Donald Plays, you know, the associates in computer graphics. You know, I can teach you anything. So yeah, by any means, do not view this as gospel truth, rather a curious inquiry and learning more about the world around me, and I am genuinely interested. I'm a Christian. I'm kind of a backslidden Christian. I'm not a good Christian, but I'm more I grew up in the Protestant church, so I don't know a lot about the Catholic Church, but I'm curious. Yeah, so here we go. So I looked up the Wikipedia, and it was too complicated. It was too complicated for me to understand. And please, if I'm wrong, if you're Catholic, can you and I say something inaccurate, please let me know in the comments. It's really interesting. Plato got approached. The old philosopher, Greek philosopher Plato, and the person that was talking to him, he asked him what the penalty should be if he doesn't know something. If he doesn't know something that he should know, what's the penalty? And Plato said, well, to learn, of course. And that made, you know, of course, he was really good at pissing people off. He wasn't, But it, like the idea is that yeah, it's a, you know, most people are wrong about most things, like a lot of the time, and it's a lot of self-correction that and the mind is always, there's no one who knows. Your mind can only absorb and retain so much knowledge. So it's always good to be constantly learning and growing your mind, but to be patient with people that don't understand. So my idea is that there's the Pope, and he's the top guy. Obviously the Vatican and Rome. Above him, the cross, I'm assuming, signifies Jesus Christ. I think Jesus Christ in the Catholic Church, I believe, is the ultimate authority. Then the Pope, the cardinals, so leader of the Catholic Church, leading bishops and members of the College of Cardinals, and then the Archbishop. They oversee large areas of the church. Archdiocese, I've heard the term archdiocese before. Bishops, which are ministers who hold the full sacrament of holy orders. The priest is a baptized man who has received the sacrament of, I'm assuming all these people are baptized, I'm assuming. Ordained, and then the deacons, ordained minister of the Catholic Church, and the laity are just the people. So there is kind of a structure. So the guy, and I tried to look up what the Oblivion church structure was. So like the Cyrillic, like the imperial church structure, actually more in particular, because I think the 9 divines are worshipped, and I got more information about the 9 divines, which is great, but not a lot about the structure of the church, and it just feels very Catholic like to me, at least. So at any rate, hopefully we learned something. But yeah, let me know if any of that's accurate. I'd like to go by Wikipedia. Again, like, I don't view Wikipedia as gospel truth. I know it can be edited by anybody. And, I don't think everything that they say is accurate, but I feel like it gives a general consensus of things, usually. If you really want to know something, you got to do the legwork. You got to go to the library, and then you got to find a book, and then you got to research the person who wrote the book. Which, yeah, if you're really passionate about something, I just was curious. So let me know in the comments if you're Catholic, if I got it on the nose or not. So I don't mean to offend. I'm trying to learn. I'm always trying to learn. Okay, so we just have, I think they just have priests. They have priests and monks, and the priests run these churches. I would assume a church this big would have a bishop, but what do I know? Like, I feel like a priest is in like a parish, right? Like a town would have a priest, but like a city would have a bishop. But it just shows you how ignorant I am about the Catholic Church structure. Again, a lot of Catholic people don't know the Catholic Church structure, and goodness knows in the Protestant faiths, there's so many Protestant faiths that there's hardly any structure at all. I mean, you have your pastor, which is directly above you, and but yeah, so I'm not trying to like be like mean or critical. I'm always curious. So we have the stained glass. Ooh, she's getting up. You gonna go find? What are you up to?
Hello there.
Hello. And Bernadette Peters. So, or whatever. There's the priest, I think. Yeah. So there's no bishops, but there are monks and priests in Cyrodiil. This very medieval style. Okay, so Glarthar is going that way. She's going this way. Maybe she's gonna like catch up with them. Ooh, okay. Maybe she's sneaking up on him there.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Did she give the beggar a coin? She went to church and gave the beggar a coin? I don't know.
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
Bye.
You too.
Wow, well.
No time to talk.
So she talked to Glarthar, but she wasn't like spying on him, and he seemed to be very abrasive. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, I'm not following you. She seems very pleasant, so I gotta feel a little bit guilty. Yeah, I don't think she's got anything. I think he's gonna... We'll have to see. I don't know how long we're gonna follow her, because I don't want to spend all day. You know, spend our entire episode just stalking her when... Gotta keep the plot going, but... I don't think she is what Galarther thinks she is. Like, she's starting to get her a little bit angry. I don't know if she should be following that guy. That guy looks so shady. That's cute. She work in the vineyards? I know that Skingrad has two of Cyrodiil's largest vineyards, wine vineyards. There's Tamika's and the Cyril brothers. The Surly brothers? Cyril, Surly brothers. They make a nod to that in Skyrim, which I think is really cool. Looks like she works in the vineyards. So here's the quiz. Tell me if I'm right. Is the first... I think Peter, the Apostle Peter, was considered the first pope. And he had the keys of the kingdom. So when they make reference in like all these like, you know, afterlife where you go to the pearly gates and there's St. Peter's there and he looks in the book of life and lets you in, it's because he has the keys to heaven, the kingdom. Let me know if that's accurate. Anyhow, she seems like she's just an honest, hardworking gal that just is, you know, she's hoeing the field here. She's got, you know, probably harvesting grapes, put in a hard day's work, goes to church, helps the poor. I don't know. I think Glarthar is a little wackadoo. Yeah, I just kind of feel guilty. I'm just like this able-bodied guy just watching her just slave away in the fields. It's kind of feel bad. Maybe I should mention something to her. Yeah, let's just talk to her real quick. And
I'm Bernadette Pinellis. I work for Tamika. I grow grapes for her wines.
Can we talk about Galartha?
I don't trust you enough.
Let's see.
We'll see. You can't scare me. Don't waste your flattery on me. Good one. My life is drab and wretched by comparison. You can't scare... Sure, not now. My life is drab and wretched by comparison. Don't waste your flattery on... Sure, that's just talk. Don't talk such rot. You can't scare me. Not bad. Gracious, what a hero. I don't think so. Well, I know he's a bit odd, but I've always thought he was kind of sweet. Lately, though, he has been stranger than usual. I think maybe he's been following me. I see him every morning on my way to chapel. I've tried to say hello, but he always pretends not to hear me. I've lived here all my life, grown grapes. It's all I know. Fresh air, mountains, the grapes on the vine. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like a jerk now. I don't think she's like...
Take care.
You have to talking to Glarthar. We pay the toll to our
How do you do?
sheep at the gate here. Yeah. And I think that because I didn't, because in I'm so used to Skyrim, where we just stable our horse. I think, you know, I might have dumbly left the horse just out front and just expected it to reappear whenever I leave the city, like Skyrim, where I think maybe in Oblivion you actually have to like take your be all proper and take your horse to a stable and whatnot. So our horse might be coyote food at this point. Yeah, I'm not seeing our horse anywhere. But this isn't like where we entered through. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. So our horse is right where we left them. So that's kind of reassuring. I don't know if we should leave him there, be safer there, or if we should take him down to the stables or not. We should probably run and take him to the stables here. Okay. How? Right, so the horse can't go in the city, which makes sense. So ooh, no. Yeah, it's really dark the night before, so I didn't even see that there was another entrance here. Oh, I'm sorry. Here. Here we go. Let's just remember that we left our horse proper in the stable here. All right. All right, so we'll wait till midnight, and we'll probably be frank with Thornir. It's tempting because, I mean, as a pilgrim, I noticed that we do have like some roguish tendencies in our abilities. So I don't know if we should play into it or not. But yeah, like we are trying to like follow the pilgrim's path to some degree, at least for the time being. Although I do plan on doing all the quests, that would include the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood. So we'll have to. You know, he's not going to talk to us right now. Yeah, we'll have to like have either some kind of redemption arc where you return to the path, or we'll have to fall from the path, or it'll be interesting to say the least. So yeah, we'll meet him again, and we'll kind of decide. I have a feeling I'm going to lean towards, although it's probably more financially beneficial for us to like feed into his paranoia. Like, probably not do that. We'll probably just straight up tell him, like, it's crazy, man. I like you, but you're crazy.
So, you saw Bernadette Penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she?
What to say, dude?
Really? That is surprising. I was sure she was watching me. Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate.
Dang, that guy like pays good. Should be a private investigator, not a pilgrim. It's on the wrong line of work here. What else do you want me to do?
Tutius Sextius. Do you know him? A quiet
Tutius
appears
Sextius?
harmless enough, but I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head. Always seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report.
Aye, aye.
I still can hardly believe she wasn't watching me, but it is a relief to be able to finally stop worrying about her. He lives in the large house between the Low Gate and the East Bridge, alone. Suspicious, don't you think?
I don't know, you seem like you're rolling solo.
Following him. He's much more dangerous than he looks.
Tudius Sextus, this is a very Roman name. Let's see what. So there are two Sextus. I remember the conspiracy against him, but this is what it says. This morning, at Tudius's house. We'll probably try to. I like to role play with the actual like finding a place to sleep every night, but like we definitely like. I think in this case we'll stave off a little bit to save some money. It's a lot harder to get money in this game than in Skyrim. Let's see if we can find good old Tudius's house. Imagine you got picked on a lot. Tudius Maximus. Whenever someone let some gas loose, there's always asking about Tudius. Shoot, dude. Ah, there we go. It's right at the beginning, so let's just go ahead and wait. We'll wait till, I'm guessing, close to 6 again. I'm guessing this is magic hour. Oh, wait, 1 hour. Tudius?
Hi there. How do you do?
It's Dion. I wonder if we should tell Dion that this guy is a little bit, whatever his name is. Laerthar is a little wacky. Ah, Tudius seems to have a nice place, so it's not really dependent on the money that they make, per se. There he is.
You're new here, or you'd know me. Tudius Sextius. My people have lived in Skingrad since the dawn. Father and the Count were best of friends.
You look like you do well. You also look like you could be an anime character with those giant eyes. Very cute.
Sorry, but I don't think I know any Glarther. Oh, wait.
It's got my nose.
Strange wood elf that you see wandering around the city? Yes, I've seen him, but never spoken to him. He seems to be at the Low Gate every morning when I pass by on my way to the castle. Gives me the strangest looks now that you mention it. Almost like he hates me, although I have no idea why. Yes, the strange wood elf who haunts the Low Gate every morning. You said he was Glarther. Well, I'm afraid I know nothing else about the fellow. Perhaps you should seek out a priest, perhaps a beggar, or guardsman. You and I, we have nothing in common. What could we possibly talk about?
Well, at least he's not a gossip.
Farewell.
Yeah. Looks like he lives the high life here. Pretty nice. Yeah, so it looks like Glarther just picks random people, you know? It's kind of, you know, middle-class, hardworking vineyard hand, and like a well-to-do politician, maybe? Seems to be very random in his selection. I don't think he's going to be excited to hear our report, though. I have a feeling. There's good old Glarthar.
Only asking for a single point.
Okay, yeah. Dude, you're crazy, man. I like you, but you're crazy.
Tell me what you learned about Tutius Sextius.
He's the one. He dealt it. No. I have a feeling that if we keep like not indulging in him and his paranoia, that he's gonna like be paranoid about us and do us in. Tedious Sextus is not watching you.
Really? So you're saying that neither Bernadette Penniless or Tutius Sextius is part of the conspiracy against me? Hard to believe. Yes, the gold that you value so highly. I wonder what price betrayal... Never mind that. Well, we shall see. I do have one more name for you.
It's good money.
Do you know David Sorley?
David?
Yes, of the famous Sorley Vineyards. Pillar of the community, etc. Who would ever suspect him? Perfect cover for the ringleader of the whole conspiracy. He watches my house constantly. You'll see. He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you. The Sorley house is right next door to mine. A large house with a backyard conveniently located to observe my every move. I was sure he was part of the conspiracy. Sure of it. I guess it just goes to show... Well, we'll see what it goes to show, won't we? Be careful. David Sorley is the ringleader. You must not let him catch you watching him.
We talked to Dion about this.
What seems to be the problem? You have something you want to tell me about that nutcase? Really? He's getting worse, then. Thanks for letting me know. If you think he's becoming dangerous, you come straight to me, and I'll handle it.
I think he's getting a little crazy. Hieronymus Lex?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Isn't he a soldier or a guardsman in the Imperial City?
Oh, okay. That was from the other quest. Weird.
Legion duty here in Cyrodiil is usually a dull affair. In the East, though, things are a bit more challenging, and one can make a name for oneself. Try our wines and cheeses and Salmo's sweet rolls. See the castle, but don't expect to see the Count. He doesn't mix with strangers.
I eventually want to meet this Count. He sounds very mysterious. The way everybody's talked about him, is just very mysterious sounding. Okay, where's our buddy? Where's our good old buddy Glarthar? It's Tamika. Oh, the baker. I feel like... follow him. It's not gonna get us killed or anything. Alright, so there's Glarthir's. He said, yeah, okay. I don't know how early the Surreal brothers get up, but people got to be a little bit uncomfortable with me just wandering around their homes. There's some I mean, like, sometimes like the practical joke TikTok stuff can be pretty funny, but there's this one dude that was like going into people's houses, and it was like,
is acting even stranger than
that's
usual,
not
don't
not good,
you?
like,
No.
not acceptable.
Take care.
Like, without telling them, just going to random strangers' houses and stuff. Very, very strange. Okay, good stuff.
I'm Gaston Cirilli. Perhaps you've met my brother David. Together we are the Cirilli Brothers Winery.
In the morning, do you eat 5 dozen eggs to keep you strong? If you get that joke, you're old. I
don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. However, he's always been tolerated as the town eccentric. Skingrad is the wine-producing capital of Tamriel. You must sample our local wines. You'll never taste better. The 415 vintages were particularly good. The 399, well, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, if you can find a bottle.
Interesting. We'll have to keep our eyes open. I like a good fine wine. Magnifique. Alright. We gotta find... I'm assuming he has a brother that we can talk to about Glarther, but he...
I need you to leave now.
Oh, okay, so there is some kind of... They do kind of...
I'm only asking for a single coin.
There's the other guy.
I'm David of Cirilli Brothers Vineyard. Gaston is my brother. From our vineyards come the finest wines in Tamriel. Yeah, well, in all honesty, no. But our wines are very good, and much cheaper than Tamika's very fine product, I assure you.
The guy's too honest to be a merchant.
I've heard that someone has it out for Tutius Sextius. Who'd want to hurt him? I don't trust you enough to... I'm listening.
Gotta butter him up. You don't like that.
It's just not funny.
You don't like that.
No more. Don't waste... Remarkable. Yes, yes. Well done. Sorry. What nonsense. What a... Don't, please. What nonsense. What a dumb joke. What a... Don't waste... Really? Don't, please. I'm sorry. What nonsense. Yes. What a great... You think that's funny? You think that's funny? Really? No more. What nonsense. What non... Sorry, I... Really? No more. You're frightening me. What a... Don't wait. Whatever... I wish I could say that. You're good. I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. However, he's always been tolerated as the town eccentric. Good day.
Well, we do have our full armor on, so if he decides to get crazy with us, we can fight him. But yeah, we'll meet him again, but I don't think he's gonna like it to hear that, our opinion. But we're, you know, at the moment, we're gonna try to shoot straight with our class as a pilgrim here. Alright. Good old Glarthar. Can't blame him. These are crazy times. It's easy to be paranoid, but I think he needs to go find some friends. How's it going?
So, What did you discover about the upstanding David Surly? Just as I suspected, they've gotten to you, too! Not one of them involved in the conspiracy, and you expect me to believe that? Now I know for sure that they are all in on it, and therefore they all have to die, starting with you!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's crazy.
Die, damn
You're
you!
sure you want to die? Can we talk about this?
Let's
I want to kill this guy. Can I talk to Diana? Maybe I can hopefully be the town guard around here somewhere. Where's the town guard? We need him. Here we go. Wait, do we have to do that? Can't we just, like... Can't we just... Oh my gosh. Maybe we should have just indulged him, I guess, his lesson that we learned. Maybe. Although he would... I feel pretty guilty. Right. There's Glarthar's house, and we can get an idea of what. It's pretty well furnished, pretty nice. Very well studied. Maybe a hunter? It's got some garlic. I don't know if that's normal or if he's worried about vampires. Yeah, it seems... Burnett is not involved in the conspiracy. At least so my new acquaintance tells me. I hope this is true, but my instincts are rarely wrong. I have no reason to suspect treachery, yet the report of Tudia Sextus should help me decide my new friend's loyalties lie. Yes, he just wanted me to say what he wanted to hear. Good news, I may still have a chance. Found someone to help me today, a stranger who can move freely. Hope to have proof against Burnett Pinelli's by tonight. I fear the conspiracy spreads further than I thought. The supposed stranger in town appears to be involved. It is likely that both Bernadette Pinelli's and Tudia Sextus are blameless, but I must not act without proof. I have always held myself to higher standard than my enemies. The report of David will tell the tale. I fear the end's near, but I will go down without a fight. They will know that Glarthar at least did not submit to their yoke quietly. Current thoughts on the conspiracy. Marukati Selectas, most likely ruthless and secretive. I have undoubtedly earned their enmity by vigilance numerous times. The Blades. Man, I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff. And, like, there's, like, a lot of cults and a lot of, like, creepy, like, true conspiracies in Cyrodiil and in Skyrim and in the whole, Elder Scrolls universe, so I mean, he's not without cause. Mythic Dawn, they need to learn about them. Mythic Dawn we watched the Mythic Dawn kill the Emperor, so, you know, it's hard to blame him for being paranoid. Rhonda superintends the work. He tells me he's really watching my house. The vineyard. yeah, they just kind of let it get to him, and it just kind of took over his life. And like, yeah, so I don't know. I feel bad. Well, he's quite the reader, which is cool. Um, there's upper stairs. Maybe he's a bit of a painter too, which would be really neat. Battle axe. Ah, he's got some stuff. Um, so that coin, that symbol on the coin, which is the Skyrim logo, I discovered is Akatosh, and Akatosh is like a big deal to the Imperials. So that makes more sense why that there were all these Akatosh logos around the main religious center in the Imperial capital. Well, we'll go ahead and get a rest here.
What do you want? What? You need some place to rest? I can rent you a room for the night for 10 gold.
That would be nice.
Okay, then. It's upstairs, the room at the west end of the hall. That's 2... Enough talk.
I'm gonna tell you to run your inn, but you're not very friendly. All right, let's get a somewhat early start, get some proper rest. Yeah, I like the layout. Super cool. Just a really neat city overall. So I will miss we'll have to return to Skingrad and talk to this mysterious count, but we have to stay on task. We have to get to the Grey Prince. They're just gonna leave. It's disturbing. Yeah, so I'd say Glarthar was a good man.
Hello there.
Who let
Hi there.
things get to him. But he I mean, to suspect his neighbors is not good. Because everybody here seemed that the people they suspect seem to be just decent folk, but there is a lot of craziness going on. There's a lot of this we saw the Cult of the Mythic Dawn. We saw there's all kinds of Dark Brotherhood. There's all kinds of factions of all kinds of. There's a lot going on and to be stressed out about in the Elder Scrolls. So we are back on the road again. We'll head to Anvil, and I think with that, we'll try to get to a place where I can see a sign post here. Eventually, I think we can fast travel, and we'll just fast travel. But like, I kind of want this immersion to start with, to kind of give an idea of like the land, and I think it just gives it more of a romantic kind of, you know.
Your money or your life?
I didn't want to deal with this right now.
Easily.
Fortunately, we have a horse, and he does not have a horse. Yeah, there's another goblin there. Okay. Enville is that way. Looks like they have a bit of a graveyard, I'm guessing, for the residents of Skingrad there. It's so beautiful. Okay, we're back. We gotta go by Kabash, then we'll get to Crowhaven here. Right, are we still being followed? Does not look like. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save here. And yeah, thank you guys very much for choosing to watch my channel. If you like the videos, please don't forget to give them a like. Recommend to a friend. I do open world RPGs and adventure games. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon for another adventure in Cyrodiil.